Hi, welcome back to my channel. Um, Today is day 10. I had to think about it before I even started this video. Gosh, I don't like this lighting. Well, it's kind of dark, but it works right now because it's just too bright. I look like I've been outside all day. I am literally super rough right now, and that is okay. I haven't been in the house very long. The time is what time is it? It is 4:42 p.m. Eastern Time. I am just now starting on my tummy detox, and then after that, I've got to get down the parasite candida cleanse. I had an early start today, and well, day 9, I didn't get in my teas until late. I got in the parasite candida cleanse, but the tummy detox I honestly didn't drink until like 9 o'clock last night. And thankfully, I did not have any disasters today while on the road. I didn't even eat anything until what time did I eat today? I had a couple of pumpkin seeds, but I didn't eat until I'm just trying to think what time I dropped off my person. Yeah, I didn't eat until after 1 o'clock today. So, um, yeah, that's because I didn't drink that detox until late, and I didn't want to risk it all trying to do a medical transport. So I was like, okay, stomach is gonna be on E until I was I was halfway through the medical, and I was like, okay, I think I'll be all right till I get home. Let me eat something so I don't fall out. Um, but I am drinking it earlier today. I'm starting with the tummy detox because I gotta get this regimen together. Um, Tomorrow's another early day, so it's probably gonna be the evening before I drink it again. And then Friday, I should be okay. Friday, I should be able to get back to my drinking it in the morning. Um, and then let's see, tomorrow's 11, Friday's day 12, Saturday's 13, and Sunday is day 14. And I should be able to get it in the morning after tomorrow. I should be able to do the morning uh, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'm excited about that. Um, my weight is down a little bit. Um, I shared with you all that I had to change my weigh-in date. I still have not rescheduled. I might do that Saturday morning, either Friday or Saturday morning. And because I have to go down to Richmond, Virginia, and that's where I do my weigh in. I have to go down that way anyway. So, that being said, I should be able to do what I didn't do last week. Um, but I'm excited. Like, I'm feeling pretty good. Um, I'm just here. I really don't have any really big updates for day 10. Um, I really don't. I don't really have any big updates for today. I'm super tired, so I'm kind of low key. But it's a good tired. It's like one of those tires where I did what I needed to do today. Now it's time to go home and rest. I'll probably take a shower in a little bit. After, because it's still early, and it's so weird. It feels like it's 7 o'clock at night, and it's literally just 4:46. I feel like it's almost 7 or 8 o'clock. Also, it's storming outside, so that might have something to do with it. Normally, it's bright right now. Normally, have the blackout curtains open, but since it's storming, they might as well be closed. And it's just maybe that's why I feel tired. It started storming when I was almost home. And so that's a blessing because I didn't have to be on the road driving all over the place um, while doing the medical transport. So glad about that. Um, just trying to think what else I want to share today. Oh, my meal today that I ate after 1 o'clock, I had some pineapples and I had a salad. The salad had spinach, another spring mix. It had chopped up tuna, nothing added to the tuna, just tuna. Yellow peppers, onions, olives, no salad dressing. I feel like I'm leaving something out. Oh, chopped up boiled egg. Yeah. And I will share this. I know that some people are really doing this thing totally vegan. I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of y'all. I'm not quite there yet. Um, but I wanted to share that when I do uh, animal protein, I am not doing like a lot of it at one time. My greens, my vegetables are always bigger than the meat that I eat. That is intentional. I want the bulk of what I'm eating to be vegetables, then fruit, then meat. And so, um, and I do eat uh, more than once a day because, um, and let me just explain. And I probably have before. I can't even remember right now. So I've been on this keto, low carb, and not really keto. I don't want to say keto because I don't want it to sound like a fad diet. It's been basically eating low carb, uh, my, and I don't want to say keto because my fat content is not outrageous. The focus of my diet really has been vegetables, then protein, um, green leafy vegetables. Um, has been my focus. And then, of course, other vegetables. And in the beginning of this journey, I didn't do any fruit at all. And so it's been um, 8 to 900 calories a day, supposedly, because I have a hard time getting that in, of protein. And then the rest of my calories come from vegetables and fruit. Now, that protein can be nuts, that protein can be an animal product, that protein um, could be even a plant based protein that I do sometimes. Um, and sometimes I do have a hard time if I don't do nuts, if I don't do like a smoothie, like I have a hard time doing certain meats really heavy because it makes me really full. And actually, it's been easier to digest over the last several months because I've added fermented foods and kefir. And then I wasn't really a big red meat eater anyway. So eliminating red meat was not really a big deal. So I have made it official that I'm not eating red meat anymore. And then I've also stopped eating pork as well. So when I do eat a meat, it's usually a fish of some kind, uh, some sort of seafood, eggs, and then I also do eat turkey. Um, and then chicken in moderation, because they do chicken is like one of those high demand meats, and they do so much stuff to the chickens now. Even the organic chicken, I just and then chicken is harder to digest than all the other ones I mentioned. Even turkey is a lot easier to digest than the chicken. So, and honestly, if I had to choose between chicken and pork, I would have rather ate the pork because I don't have the issues with my digestion eating pork. But since I'm not eating that um, either, it's just been like okay. Um, so chicken is the hard one for me to walk away from. And I know there's probably gonna be vegans and some other people that watch this video and they'll talk about animal stuff. And listen, I get it. I get it. It's just a hard way of life. I'm still working on my mental around that, and that's okay. We're all a work in progress. And I do, like I said, I do moderation. So, um, you know, and I'm not eating the sugar. I'm not eating pasta. I'm not eating rice. Um, I do every now and then. I shared. Sometimes I'll do zero carb treats, but not a lot because you got to read the labels on those and make sure everything in them is really all natural stuff as well. Um, if you are looking for, and you're not doing a detox, if you're not doing a detox and you're looking for a zero carb or like one net carb treat, there's a company called Chalk Zero. They do have um, a vegan dark chocolate, a vegan dark chocolate truffle that is really good. And then they have other products as well. Some of them vegan, some of them not. So you need to read the labels. They have a keto honey that's made with monk fruit. All the ingredients are natural. They also have a maple syrup that's made with monk fruit. Again, um, natural ingredients. And then they have other things. They have milk chocolates and white chocolates that are made with dairy. So you need to read the label. If you're staying away from dairy products, you need to comb through the labels on their website. Again, the company is called Chalk Zero. Um, if you're not doing a detox, or even if you have a special occasion coming, and maybe you want to have something for yourself at that event that you can do, of course, in moderation, while maybe some other people are indulging in things that you do not eat. Um, for example, I had a conference earlier in June that I was facilitating, and they always have treats and goodies for the participants. But me being mindful of myself and the fact that some people um, may be diabetic or gluten free, I had some options for myself and for other people just for that occasion, and it went over really well. So, um, that is a company that, again, and I'm stressing moderation because what happens is, I'll say this, if you don't have self control with the sugary things, then you might as well not go to Chalk Zero, because at the end of the day, everything needs to be in moderation. You know, some people will switch one addiction for the other. And so, um, early on, again, in this journey, in this lifestyle, um, I didn't do any of that. I didn't do any of it. I didn't even do fruit. And I really needed to work on my psyche. I really needed to work on the part of me that wasn't disciplined. I needed to work on the part of me that just did mindless eating, comfort eating. I had to address those issues. I had to address the food addiction. And I have to keep those things at bay. Um, and so it goes back to when I was in my own place. I had none of the junk food in the house. Now, the problem back then was I still would buy the junk food. I wouldn't keep it in the house, but when I wanted it, I would buy it and eat it right then. And that could have been multiple times a week. And then I'd say, well, I don't keep it in the house, but I still was getting it. So it was just as bad, basically, as me having it in the house. And so I had to address those things that even wanted to buy it, that even wanted to go to that. When I'm in a mood, I want potato chips, I want potatoes, I want french fries. And I was just eating what I wanted. When I wanted, where I wanted, how I wanted it. I mean, literally, that's what I was doing. And I had to admit that. And most of the people in my life, most, not everybody, most of the people in my life, that's what they do. And a lot of the ones that don't, it's because they already have other health issues. And so now they're forced to be mindful of what they eat. If they didn't have those health issues, they probably wouldn't care. And that is sad, but it's the truth. We we wait until we have to do something about it on the other side of a diagnosis before we do something about it, when really it should be a lifestyle. It should be a fruit of the spirit, if you are a believer, to practice discipline in every area of life, not just picking and choosing what you want to do and justifying it, um, for your own psyche. So it's a lot to digest and it's a lot to deal with, and it's not easy. But I was willing to unpack this stuff, and that's the part that a lot of people are afraid of. They're afraid of unpacking the deeper issues behind uh, why we do what we do. It's not just the fact that they make the foods addictive, because we are aware they add things to food to make them addictive. Yes, just like they did to the cigarettes, um, and these street drugs. But outside of that, a lot of times there's trauma, there's different things behind why we are addicted to the things that we're addicted to. And the willingness to unpack it and work it out. If you ever watch My 600-Pound Life, a lot of people frown on that TV show, but because I work in the mental health field, because I've worked on my own stuff, I understand a lot of what happens on that show. And I don't know if you ever watch that show, if you ever notice, some things don't really start to change for people until they get in that counseling chair and start unpacking the baggage and the pain and the history and the trauma. And when you start to get that stuff out, it changes. It can change everything. Now, you still have to be mindful of it going forward. You still have to make sure you don't fall into patterns. You still got to be self-aware of triggers and things that try to come to set you back. I've walked through all of that. Not only do I work in this field, but I have lived experience with all of this. I have lived experience dealing with depression and anxiety. And so now I'm living on the other side of it. And I'm so grateful to God for the work that He's done in my life, and my own willingness to do the work, to be the change that I want to see. And I'm still a work in progress. I'm still a work in progress. We all are. So, anyway, I got on a tangent. I was having a hard time figuring out what to share today, but it came. Um, so yeah. But anyway, I'm excited about this journey. I'm excited about how I'm going to feel on day 14. Oh, that's the other thing. My mom said that she wants to do this thing too. I've stressed to her that she needs to talk to her healthcare provider. My mom, yeah, I've stressed that to her. So we'll see what happens with that. And also, I have on my awesome Andon t-shirt. Andon is my godson, and he has a diagnosis of autism, and his mom made these shirts for us one of the years for his birthday. And when I first got this shirt, it was kind of tight. It kind of fit snug, but I've lost so much weight. Now I can just wear it. I got on my pink sweatpants to match. And so I got on my awesome Andon gear. Awesome Andon gear. And honestly, He looked just like this picture when he was a little bit younger. His cheeks aren't as fat right now, but he's still just as cute. So anyway, shout out to my godson, Andon, and shout out to the whole family, the Meyer family. Um, so yeah. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon.